Good afternoon all, welcome back again. Continuing from the previous video, in the previous video we have seen how to make a crane hook for step-by-step tutorial. Today we'll be making hook anchor as well as bush in this video. So let's try to make those. We are using a part design to do so as usual. Now, understanding the drawing, we have the front view as well as the top view. We do know that the dimension for this is a square and is 46, is added up to 22. So I'd like to use the top view to begin making the model. This is my top view. Since it's a square, I can use a center rectangle and give the same dimensions to both the sides. This is supposed to be 46. This is supposed to be 46 as well. This should be added again. I'd like to do it symmetrically on both the sides because I have this feature in the center, which is a diametrical feature. As you can see the dimensions, you have diametrical 16 and diametrical 12. So I'd like to make this that way. Again I'm saying 22, so I'll give 11 and say enter. It creates the center part. Now these two additions are of diameter 38 with a distance of 31. So to get the 31 dimension, we need to make a sketch so we can maintain the exact 31 dimension. I'll just keep a point and mirror the point onto the other side. I'm trying to do this because I want to maintain the 31. You need not do this. If you're working for feature based modeling, then it's mandatory for you to follow this process only. Point and parallel to this face. This is my plane. On this I have 38, so on this I'd like to add material and take it as 38. The circle as 38. Up to the next surface. The same thing is on the other side, so I can simply mirror it with respect to the center. That is the reason I have taken this as the symmetrical extrusion of material. Now, to do these are of a diametrical dimensions. To do these, you can either use pad or you can use shaft. Shaft is a little more easier for me because if I do it on one side, I can directly mirror it onto the other. And the other advantage of taking a symmetrical extrusion is your axis. You can directly keep it at the center. Now let us take the references as you can see and try to make this profile. The profile should actually go this way and then I'm closing it off in one go. Now we know that the diameters, this is 12 and this is 16, this is 12 and this is 10. So let me try to do that. This is 16. And this is 12. Now let me give the length dimensions as well. This is supposed to be 12. And this length, the small length is actually supposed to be 10. Once I say exit, it usually tends to create the shaft. I can mirror this onto the opposite side using my mirror command. Again, the advantage of keeping everything is in a symmetrical manner is to do the mirror operations very easily. Now, there is a hole exactly at the center which is of a counter bore. As you can see, the icon represents the counter bore. So you have a counter bore hole of 32 dia with depth 3 and 25 through. So let's try to take a hole, change it to counter bore first. Type we require a counter bore hole. So let's try to give the dimensions for that, which is 32 and 3. And our actual hole dimensions are supposed to be 25 and they are supposed to be through as per the notation here. Now let's try to make the sketch. I have given only the parameters for it. So for the sketch, it has to be in concentric with the circle as they are exactly located at the center. So once I exit, it will directly give you the counter bore feature. Last operations, you can directly give rounds if you want. Direct rounds are also very good first. After that, you can give chamfers. So I have 3 rounds. I'm giving it as 3 round at the moment. And then I have chamfer operations on 4 sides. So I'd like to take chamfer operations on all the 4 sides, which is given as 8. And then say okay. You can see that C type is 8. Now when I go back to your isometric view, this will be your hook anchor. I can save the file as hook anchor and say enter. Now this is saved. The second one is actually making a bush. We'll again be using the same part design. Let's begin doing the bush as well. It's easier to use a shaft command to do so. So I can directly take the profile, start from here. I haven't given the axis yet. Let me give that in a bit and then close it. I want this to be coincident because I can use this plane while doing the assembly. Now I have the axis exactly at the center. And let's try to give the diametrical dimensions now. This is supposed to be 3, the length is supposed to be 3. Now the overall length is again supposed to be 31, so I'll be taking that as 31. We know the diameters from here to here is supposed to be 30, so let me try to take that as 30. And the inner one is supposed to be 25. It got really small, so I'm just zooming it and showing it here. So it's supposed to be 25. It will create the simple cylindrical feature. Now there is a hole exactly at the center which is 20 through, so you can directly use the hole command and make your sketch. It is exactly at the center of the circle, so it is supposed to be concentric. You can directly make it concentric. Give it as 20 and say it's supposed to be through. This is how you make the bush in your crane hook assembly. Now let's save the file and continue. In the next video, we'll be working on support plate as well as the end bush. Thank you.